Welcome back to 18 News on a cold and blustery Monday. As we record this on Monday afternoon, it's snowing outside, but it's warm inside here. And joining us today is Brenda Neukam. And Brenda, today we have Spencer, who actually has quite a history about him.
Yes, Spencer has been with us for about a year. He was caught last summer at the tennis courts at Jasper Middle School. And we were trying to get him to be more adoptable. Of course, he's very shy. So we had sent him down to a trainer in New Harmony, and unfortunately, we did not stress how easily he escapes. I said we should have named him Houdini. But he escaped from her, and for approximately a week, he was on the run down in the New Harmony State Forest area. We had an excellent crew here. 4 or 5 went down at a time because he won't come to anyone he doesn't know, of course, and trying to get him to come back or get him rounded up, get him caught so we could bring him back. Right. In any case, the DNR, or the game warden, was very helpful in helping us set some traps, and after he got hungry enough, he was able to get into the live trap, and they called us, I think it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and a couple of our volunteers didn't even hesitate to look at the clock. They jumped in the vehicle and went down to get him. So he's back, and we'll try again for a little bit of corrective discipline because he is so shy. And that's one thing we do try here is any dog that's been here for any length of time, we work with them to get them over their shy habits. It's not a bad habit, but it's not an adoptable habit either. So we just want to make them the best they can be for the home they're going to. And Spencer, we don't know where he's been before he was even at the tennis courts. So it's very possible he's on the run from something that was a lot more hideous than we can talk about. But he's come a long way. He's definitely trying, and he just has to get over the feral part of being afraid and shy and all of that, but we are happy to have him back, and like I said, we're going to try again, and we've been trying different methods. We have a lavender collar on Paisley back there, which is a calming collar. We use lavender here at the kennel to help calm the dogs down, to keep them, well, they're in a kennel environment, it's stir crazy. I get that way myself sometimes. That's why I'm here today. I didn't want to stay at home.
Yeah, no. It's hard. Get cabin fever.
Exactly. So we want them to be the happiest, healthiest dogs there are to be adopted, and we just really go out of our way to, I think that's what sets us apart from the other shelters, is we really go out of our way to help the dogs be the most adoptable they can be. Foster, we get a lot of fosters that come in and help us with the dogs that are scared and need more of a home environment, and they've been excellent coming forward. Even if you can't keep him, of course, for long term, they help us get him in condition for a new home, and that's what's so great about like I said, this organization, because we're just, this is 4 block walls here, but our network of fosters and volunteers is quite stretching. It's a pretty big network. So we're happy Spencer's back, and he's just really putting weight back on. He looks good. He's got a nice shiny coat again, and I don't think he liked being on his own, but he's certainly happy being back where he belongs, or for now anyways.
Right.
But we got a few things coming up here at the shelter. We had the Microchip Clinic, which was very successful, quite overwhelming. As a matter of fact, we scheduled a second one, so people knew that they didn't have to come just that particular day.
Yeah, Linda talked about it really being successful last week, so you did schedule another one.
187.
Okay,
we did in probably 2.5. We had scheduled it for 2 hours, but it was 2.5, almost 3 hours till we were completed, but we didn't turn anyone away. And I don't think anyone turned away due to the wait. Was just an excellent day. We did schedule another one, which is March the 15th on a Sunday, again 1 to 3, and hopefully that people would know that this is going to be the only one that they can come to. Will be $10 again with registration, and it's an excellent way to get your pet identified immediately or shortly thereafter, as soon as he escapes from your yard or gets away from you, or when you're out on an outing and slips through the leash, and things happen. So the microchip comes with a tag. It has a number on it so that the average individual can walk up to the dog or pet the dog and say, oh my, here's your tag, here's your number. it's the owner's number should be on there, but also the 1-800-PET-WATCH, so that you can call the number. You don't have to have a microchip gun, and PET-WATCH will do their part in getting the dog, get you notified to get the dog home again. So I can't tell you how many we've had that were able to find the owners to. The biggest thing at the Jasper Street Department where Jill is at is, if they had a microchip, they would know immediately where the dog belonged, and it wouldn't have to be away from home overnight. So it's definitely a cost-saving microchip clinic. So then that's what we wanted it to be. So it would be affordable for the average person that has a family that wants to keep their costs down, but still be able to identify their pet in the event of they get away from you or get separated from you. So it's a wonderful thing. We do have the transport coming up March the 5th, and we also have March the 9th. I do believe we are full in the big dog area. Pets Alive was running the large dog clinic, and that always fills up quickly, so we are looking to get one more date in March, but I don't know if they're going to let us have it, but we'll keep you posted. It was $10 to get your large dog fixed, and that's a big deal for because usually they go by how much anesthesia per pound, so that's a big thing. So it was excellent transport situation where we can get those animals fixed for you at a low cost. Even the regular cost for a dog is $60 plus $15 for rabies, so it's $75, which is approximately a third to half of what you would pay for a full price. And these are our government dollars, so it's silly not to take advantage of it, make the extra effort, and come in and get your animals fixed, because we just can't keep trading animals. We need to get ahead of it. And that's, instead of staying behind at the end of the line, we need to be at the front of the line to stop the unwanted litters to begin with. So also want to talk about the weather today.
Yes, I was going to say, obviously, of course, as we're watching this probably on Tuesday, it's gotten colder. We've just gone through a big snowstorm here in Dubois County, and then later this week we're going to see temperatures, sub-zero temperatures coming through, so therefore take care of those animals. Yes,
we did have several calls yesterday about extra straw. We have a local farmer, which God bless them, they've donated the straw for us to pass out, and it is available here in front of the shelter. Unfortunately, as the weather warms up a little bit, the straw will become wet, and it will be important for you to check your bedding to make sure it stays dry, because a wet bed is not good for any animal. Bring them in the garage if you can. The temperature is supposed to drop drastically low again, at least overnight, and then take them back out. Provide them with water frequently, at least twice a day, because it does freeze over. And of course, they always need more food in the wintertime because of their they're just burning more calories with trying to keep their body temperature up with the weather. But of course, they love to play in the snow, but they're going to get wet, and then they're going to get cold. It's just like a toddler. You got to make them take their boots off and come in where it's warm and get warmed up, so that they don't have frostbite on their paws and things of that sort. But just be a little extra. Everyone. You button up your water hoses and things like that, but you got to remember your pet is susceptible to all this weather also, especially if he's an outdoor animal. Even the indoor animals, when they go outside, you should put some type of protection on their feet if they're going to be out for any length of time, because very quickly those pads can stick to the concrete when the temperature drops, and they can just rip the flesh off, and that's not a good thing. That makes an injury for a long time. So just a few awareness things, and of course you can always stop out the shelter and visit Spencer, because he's, like I said, happy to be back, but we still want to find him a forever home. I'm not sure. I hope by the time we're done with his training and a little bit of discipline that he won't have to have a Fort Knox, but we definitely want a fenced-in yard for him. That's something to deter him from wandering.
Making a break for it.
Yes.
Making a break for it. So, okay. Well, again, information on Spencer, all the other fine animals here at the Dubois County Humane Society is available at their website, duboiscountyhumane.org. Also at petfinder.com. And if you have any questions, you can always call out here to the Humane Society during their hours, which, of course, are adoption hours, are Wednesdays, from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m., Saturday from 1 till 3 p.m. Their phone number here is 812-482-7387. for any questions that you might have. And also, straw is available as we speak. When we got here, you have looks like you have a skid full of it out there. So,
Yes.
like Brenda said, come on out and get the straw that you need to help protect your pets from the elements. So.
We don't have to be open for that. You can come and get the straw.
Okay.
You need it, come and get it. Like I said, we had very generous local farmers that donated it, and it's nice, clean, dry straw, and it's excellent for, if you don't need it all, you can also keep half of it, in your garage for later and then bed them down again. But it is important that you scrape the wet bedding out and put down fresh bedding so that they have a nice dry bed for this cold weather. So.
Excellent. Great. And like she said, the straw is available even when they're not open here at the Humane Society. You'll see it right in front of their doors here. So, well, again, and thanks a lot for watching. Best of luck to Spencer. Stay tuned. Weather's next.